Hey there and welcome back, or indeed if it's your first time here, hello there, this is Daniel from Dan Has Fun, playing more Alpha Centauri Alien Crossfire as Aki Zeta-5 of the Cybernetic Consciousness. Between the last episode and this one, I have just adjusted our building cues just a little bit, and I accidentally clicked on Svensgaard, who apparently is going to talk to us. We're in a pretty dangerous situation because Miriam has been bribed in by Svensgaard to attack us. And she has more military units than us. Shocker, I know. But, hey, given we've clicked on Svensgaard, I would be quite willing to piece him out right this second right now, just so I can deal with Miriam a little bit more easily. Let's see what he has to say. He is at our service, apparently. I don't want to attack the planet cults. I'm not giving you organic superlube. Fighting between the two of us only allows the others to grow stronger. Yes, I will pledge for now. He's going to hate me because we have a value of knowledge. But for right now, I don't really care that much. And if you would just stop blowing up my vassals, that would also be great. Thank you very much. Cool. Okay, so that's a good start to this episode. It was even by accident. So, we know at some point it's pretty inevitable that Miriam is going to bribe Chardon back into us to attack us because they're pact sister and brother. It's going to happen, but we have crushed them so badly previously, I'm surprised they wouldn't surrender to us. But they're pretty much a non-worry. Yes, getting hit in the face with this conventional missile will suck if it comes our way, but it is what it is. Also, Svensgaard's town here feels a bit on the nose in terms of naming. Not sure I would have called it that, but there it is. Cool. So, yes, I have switched a lot of the building queues to prioritize building military units, as you would anticipate, because this is going to be a little bit stinky. This base is comically isolated, so I think what it has to prioritize doing is just kind of survive, be reconnaissance more than anything else. I want our cruiser to start shooting down some of their roads near us, though, so that we can see them coming before they show up. Well, we blew up the forest, I guess. That's that, but that wasn't quite what we were looking for. You need to heal. You need to heal. Got to get all of our infantries lodged in place. We can see one transport out here, but it only has colony pods on it, so it's not a big priority. Other thing I did is I explicitly picked that our two cities that have a skunk works, they're going to build conventional missiles. Why? Because I want them to keep their production really high, and obviously if we're using a missile, we're going to be blowing up said missile, which will free up the mineral again. That's why we're doing what we're doing. You have 12 moves exactly to get to Alpha Outpost, so you won't be able to attack, but we could attack these mind worms. Right? Oh, I've turned the numpad back on. That would probably help. 3 to 1, go for it. Awesome. Meanwhile, this city doesn't have a plane in it, but that's fine. We can use our new Trans-Shard rover, which is comically overpriced, but it's fine. 65 to 8 should be easy peasy. Cool. Hopefully you have been enjoying the series thus far. Please do let me know if you have been, because it is an incentive to maybe make more of this type of content, right? You, my friend, need to protect that unit that we just put over. So we're pretty much just going to send our penetrators and our interceptors in lockstep, like we have been against the pirates, because Miriam has these tech. I did check before this video started, again, just because it's a new recording session for me, I had to remember who's doing what. But when we look at tech, I'm in the tech lead, but the vast majority of the factions are pretty close to the same level of explore tech. It's the others that vary. The exception being Lady Deirdre, because she's comically far behind. And as I said before, I can't even give her the tech because I just know that probe teams are going to wander over here and take it off her. So that is not happening. But yeah, that's also why we're crazy broke. If you hadn't already noticed, we are not well financed at the moment, and we are going to start playing defensively. And then we'll go attack Miriam more later. We do have some time on our side. All of her units are probably on the east side of her empire, which is very, very convenient. And we want to start moving our formers away from these locations, because you know they're just going to get shot You might be safe there, you might not be. We shall see in due course. You can get kelp down there. Yeah, it just means Epsilon Reef is going to be a little bit of a turd location for a bit. That's too deep. Sure. You need to heal. You need to stay. They're going to probably start artillerying us again, but right now we're just going to have to deal with it. This former is probably not going to be able to escape, so we'll just go a tile further away. You... Just generally having artillery on the front line will be useful, because I'm sure she's going to bring it in, so I'll send you over. And now that we're no longer at war with Svensgaard, I can't take all the planes away, that would be stupid. But I can at least redirect some of them. Miriam is pact sister with Svensgaard too, so you just know at some point she's going to bribe him back in. We just hope it's not straight away. That's the dream anyway. And it means that she can sit her units in his locations too, which is very annoying. So we have to leave some defensive air units around everywhere. It's better than having to put all the units out there, but still, it is what it is. Anything out here I should worry about? No, that's fine. You need to stay in place because that guy has to heal. And then we have to play the heal this stack game because we just got tidal treasures. So a lot of those units are going to have to stay at least for one turn. Okay, what type of units is she fielding out here? 6-3s. There's an artillery, for example. Okay, we just have to defend for now. Lal using his conventional missile in the dumbest way possible, because it's just going to cause him drones, because it counts as an air unit, and free market and air units are not best friends. So that's not intelligent, but we just keep a unit out there to keep things safe. Colony pods on the move.
Turn complete.
And our turn's complete. So yeah, that's kind of a quick summary of where we're at. Luckily, Miriam doesn't have any secret projects that help her in combat. The command nexus is in here somewhere. I think Lal still has it. So, let's end turn and see what chaos is about to unfold. Yeah, more artillerying. Yeah, by former, we knew it was probably going to happen.
Production complete.
Cool. Alright, so this place is building conventional missiles going forwards. You're starving. Cool story, bro.
Complete. Resource shortfall.
I know.
Production complete.
Get used to this at the start of every turn. There's going to be a lot of build queues.
Production complete.
I didn't give you anything else to do. Where even are you? Omicron Shoal. Big food, not much else. But you're out at sea, so it's probably not wise to build a worker or former out there right now, because you know it's just going to get blown up. You only have one defender, and it's not even anti-air, so maybe we should get that done. We want one of you, please.
Production complete.
Cool.
Production complete.
Cool. Okay, we're going to do the W trick and just have every unit move first.
Complete.
I think that was all of them. What have you brought over to play? 2 units and an interceptor, so we definitely have to use a proper unit on that. Luckily, you guys are not strong defensively. If you want to keep walking these in to get blown up, I am hunky-dory, happy-chappy with that. Because, yeah, we can't, even with our planned, we're not going to end up probably out-uniting her. She has more than we have right now. And she has essentially unlimited support. So we have to be a little bit more cautious. Luckily, she's only running level 6 attack weapons, and we have 13. So that works for me. Something makes me think it was meant to be 14. Well, maybe that was a balance another part of the Thinker mod did. We are using the Thinker mod, but I've turned some settings off and adjusted others. Just sort of still try and make it feel... authentic maybe isn't the right word, but I guess it's as close as I'm getting. You know what I mean? What do you have down here? Oh, hi, Chardon. Why do you have a plane down here? Just a regular dude, so if we get backstabbed, it's fine. Is there any type of unit we really don't want them to build? Conventional missile, but it's going to take them an eternity. Same case there. Oh, jump cut. Dog wanted to come say hi, but he was pretty loud, so I didn't think he'd want to be deafened. Where was I? Oh yes, moving this shard penetrator. What kind of unit? I don't understand why the AI loves to arm the bejesus out of jeeps or rovers, but they do. It's just one of their favourite things to do. Yeah, we're predominantly using this for scouting purposes. They didn't get any more road out here. That's just one unit by itself. There is a conventional missile. I would love to take that out if I could. 10-3 against mineworms? Sure. We'll zoom in a minute to make it easier for you guys to see. Big plus of both the Thinker mod and the Prac-X mod, depending. So we can do 10 moves. I know. Hostile location. We don't care. There we go. That conventional missile is gone. So that's one unit arbitrarily being blown up that won't happen. You should probably move some of these units back then so we're all protected. You can't get the full movement, but I think if you go here, you'll protect the tile next to you, I think. I don't remember. But that's okay, because we have a unit here that can just move over. And the odds are just fine to take this out anyway. With an anti-air unit should be sufficient. We have the tech advantage, I'm not too worried. Cool. If I shoot you... So here's the thing about artillery duels. If a naval unit attacks a land unit, then they get a bonus on the land because they have land-based guns, but we have much stronger strength, so we should be able to do this. Yeah, we're at 16 versus their 9. They also don't fight to the death, typically, either. That did peanuts, as it happens. That's okay. We can probably take the opportunity here to stop you building this conventional missile. I would really love you to not build that, please. Thank you. Lau still hasn't sent his conventional missile out to anywhere, so, I mean... Is it because you're not at war with anybody at the moment? No, you're at war with Miriam, you just decided not to do it because you're a chicken. Classic Lal activities. Zoom out just a little bit. It's a balancing act. You definitely need to get out of dodge, though, here. You will get wrecked something fierce. Where is safe for you to go? Maybe over here, maybe not. We'll probably get you to backtrack maybe to there. And as for this penetrator, I can't really put it over in territory of the Gaians because they don't have a way of defending it. So I guess it's going to the east. There you go. Cool. Where else do we have to hide people? So this is... Okay, that's just an interceptor. I see your units over here. What do you have? 2 units I don't really care about. You can't move 2 that turn, so it's fine. We should probably upgrade at least one of these, though, for next turn. What do you mean it's already moved? Oh, it has. Okay, fair. You are telling me the truth. It's okay. Let's just make you a regular shard rover for next turn, please. And you can do that. You can clear some fungus adjacent to us, I guess. You need to heal. Are you still going to keep shooting me? What do you even have over here? Okay, it's just 1 level 6 artillery. I'm not that fussed by that, honestly. We'll deal with that in a few turns. Question. How are we going to get over here to take land off them? Because there's not even the semblance of a road over here. Maybe we'll have to start off at, like, Eternal Beacon, maybe? Maybe? Yeah, because if we go beta crossing, we're going to get hit by that rocky tile. So we're probably going to have to cross over this way. But I don't want to do that yet, because that means rebuilding the road. So we are just going to play the waiting game. You need to play the healing game. And you already have protection, so that's fine. So you're going to come over here and protect this isolated. You know, hi, random units just sitting there doing nothing. Good for you. And this group still needs to heal. Again, we don't have the Cloud-Based Academy yet because we still don't have the prereq tech for it. We will eventually, just not right now. Yeah, we might as well take out this artillery at this stage. Our odds are so good. Cool. You still need to heal. You need to wait and end turn. Turns are going to go by a lot more slowly when we're at war. It's just the nature of the beast, right? I saw that plane. I don't know where it went, but I saw it. If I didn't have fast move, like the... If I had slow movement, I would be here all day. We did surprisingly poorly in that combat, but we still won.
Resource shortfall.
I know. It's because they're cranky and
Production
rude.
Complete.
Nice. We have the conventional missile prototype done, so the future ones will be
Resource
quicker.
shortfall. Production. Production complete.
Yeah, I know. It's okay. Cool. No, hit H, not G. Oh, too many buttons. Not enough time. Clear the fungus.
Complete.
And now, let's see what they brought over to get exploded. An artillery rover as your frontline unit. Very smart. One single mind worm. A cat that wants to say hello. Hello! Yes, I know. You are very upset because you've only been fed 400 times today. What it feels like, anyway. Silly buddy. Well, 91 to 16, sayonara. Thank you. These two units are going to take about 3 weeks to get here. Are either of them amphibious? No, this one is artillery, though, so that's going to be a little bit annoying. She's still ignoring us. Cool. Are you artillery as well? Nope. Sweet. Oh my word, hello. That's a lot of units. Well, at least we know what she's planning, I guess. Sure. That's one way of doing it, I guess. Very rude. She's trying to come through the... It's kind of the equivalent of the desert, right, really, but... all these jeeps are finally getting here. You can get some more fungus. Well, fungus down. It's human fungus, I guess. And you... Honestly, I'm going to leave this alive, because by keeping this alive, she's wasting 3 minerals, probably. To do absolutely nothing. I don't want you here. Get out. I wish there was a visual way of telling the difference between the anti-air and the, anti-land planes. You can obviously see it in the description, but when you've seen combat, I can't hurry up that screen. You just have to wait for it and, stare at it menacingly until it's done. Those odds are still good enough. I'd be able to defend. Cool. Alrighty, so you need to sit. You need to sit. You only need to sit because this unit is trash. So let's upgrade this one first. There you go. Now you don't need to sit here. If they attack us, they attack us. Again, if we lose some of this, if the pirates backstab us, it doesn't really matter. We're kind of just playing the disruptor at the moment. You are now fully healed, but your other guy is not. Okay. Well, we can move you this one down anyway. And then we'll leave the other two in place till he's fully healed. You need to heal. You can now shoot this and fail. Good effort. Good, good. And then this turn we have to wait because the needle jets have to alternate. Settle iota field because I don't want to waste that mineral. And you have picked the right unit to build. Good for you. Makes a change. Thank you very much. Cool. Alright, here's our conventional missile. It does exactly what you'd expect. It just blows up whatever it hits, although it only has a strength of 18. So later on in the game, if we get that far, conventional missiles can be defeated, which is Very sad. But it is what it is. We're going to want to use this to attack their cities that are utilizing defense perimeters. Again, I checked this before this episode started. These two bases, Divinity Base and New Promise, they both have a defense perimeter and an aerospace complex, which means they're going to be particularly annoying to take, or just attack generally. So conventional missiles will certainly prove useful against these two. For now, we're going to probably start just stockpiling them on the front line. Probably. Clear that fungus for me, please, lad. As for you, what is your production like at this city? Absolute garbage. So get a mining platform. Standard fare with a sea base, but it still sucks. Get rid of that fungus as well. You're just going to get shot forever, I guess, unless I attack. So let's just take it where we have good odds. There we go. And you can then sit in place. That mineworm can't reach me next turn, so I can again just sit here like a lemon. And you... Do we have you guys protected? We do. Aha. Can I get over here with 12 movement? I can, so I can help. There we go. Another unit bites the dust. You guys can sit, because I'm going to have to slowly upgrade you over time, and we don't have the money for it at the moment. You can sit. You are damaged and need to refuel. You need to refuel. You need to refuel. And because you need to refuel the interceptor, we have to wait. The Fusion Tactical is out of date. Let's take the time now to upgrade it to
Turn complete.
proper weaponry. And I think we'll end turn. I want to see where they move that big stack of units. Are they still going to go after us? Maybe? Oh, yeah, there's some more. They're hiding in the fungus we can't see them in. Very rude.
The Warriors' bland acronym MMI obscures the true horror of this monstrosity. Its inventors promise a new era of genius, but meanwhile unscrupulous power brokers use its forcible installation to violate the sanctity of unwilling human minds. They are creating their own private army of demons. Commissioner Pravanlal, report on human rights.
This is the tech that's going to change everything. So mind-machine interface, which I always call mind-matter interface, because my brain don't work so good, much like this guy. This looks really painful. Poor buddy in his cranium. Anyway, we get copters. When it comes to attacking land, copters, in my opinion, are majorly superior. It's situational whether they're better as interceptors. There's 6 of one, half dozen of the other. Cyborg Factory just gives you a bioenhancement center everywhere. This is pretty good because it's +2 morale. But this is the thing we care about. The Cloud-Based Academy. It should not cost 270 minerals. It should be way more expensive than this. Free aerospace complex in every base. Massive. It means all of our air units are going to heal much more quickly. Kind of gross. We also get drop pods, where we can have, say, an infantry unit in our base, and then we can have them drop up to, it's like 8 tiles, yeah, 8 squares away, and then they still get to attack, albeit they get a penalty. But this is a great way to have, say, an air unit blow up a base, at least blow all the defenders up, and then you just drop a unit in. It's like, ta-da! It's mine now. This is so important that Conquer's not even the major priority anymore. We want to start going for build and discover, because I want to get all the secret projects.
Production complete. Production complete. Maximum population.
We're going to have to reorganize some of our queues too. So, first things first. Design workshop. Copter does not get armor. It gets the plasma shard. It gets deep radar for free. This is going to be our bread and butter unit. If we want to make an anti-air version, we can, but I still don't think that's the right idea, because the major difference between copters and needle jets, well, there's 2 of them. One, a copter can attack more than once per turn if it has enough fuel. Secondly, unlike a needle jet that has to go back and forth to refuel every other turn, copters don't have to do that, but if a copter runs out of fuel and isn't in one of your bases or like an allies, it's going to blow up partially. It's going to take 30% damage. If it has less than 30% of its health left, then it will fully blow up. I don't think we need to do any of these. I'm going to keep needle jets doing the intercepting job. But what this means is I'm going to have to go through and check every location that was trying to build a shard penetrator. Yes, I know, Mr. Kitty, you're always so talkative in these videos because you're a weird guy. No, we're going to switch them to shard choppers. Because they are just... No, I wouldn't say infinitely better, but they're a lot better. Interceptors, though, we still want to have. If we miss the odd one, we end up building a needle jet penetrator again. It's fine. It's going to happen. It is what it is. What I do want to do is probably get one of our... And I think you're the best one. Yeah, I'm going to let you build that conventional missile, but then I'm going to have you do... I'm going to probably get you to do the cyborg factory with 23 minerals. And then, where's another place that has big productivity? I don't have as many anymore because I'm having to spend minerals, you know, making these things. Kappa Hills has 16, that's not terrible. We could just go in and check which ones have the most, but that sounds like work. Silverbird Park can do the aerospace complex. It's everywhere. With the Cloud-Based Academy, please. Cool. Yeah, this makes a lot of minerals. That will be excellent. You can sit in place. Supply crawler. You don't even have a borehole nearby or a mine that you can work that's useful. He's not working this, but I don't know if you can. I don't know if you can supply crawl in your vassal's territory. I have no idea. Let's find out. I'm curious. I genuinely don't know the answer to that, so therefore I'm very intrigued. We're going to do the W dance to make sure all the planes that need to move do. Do. Okay, looks like nothing else is moving. Cool. Okay. Nice thing about you sitting next to a city is it doesn't matter that I don't have any fuel. How kind. Thank you for that. That's very nice of you. How many units are on this tile? 1. Good effort. Luckily, all of my units here are trash. But it's not even going to matter, because I'm sure that's more than enough firepower. There you go. See you later. They did not move the mind worm into this space, which is interesting. They just kept it where it is, which I am A-okay with. You can stay. You can stay. Everybody else can heal up this turn, so we can be in sync. Are we on? Yeah, we're in sync to attack from this base this turn. I'm just going to see what's around. Look at us, so many units. So many units. My priority is to go after the artillery ones. Partly because they always have low defense, but partly because I just don't like being passively shot at. It doesn't kindle joy for me. So, those are the ones we like. You're still pretty damaged, but I still think you'll be fine to make an attack, honestly. Some of these units have, like, no defensive capacity at all. Thank you very much. You can sit. You guys are now fully healed, so we can definitely move you places, but you need to be defended, so I need to make sure that we have... Cool, we do. We have 2 interceptors available. And they're not even going to attack this time, because I don't want them to get blown up by accident. I want to show you, for example, if I go after Divinity Base, Aerospace Complex gives them a 100% defensive bonus. So we would still win, but it would suck. So that's why we don't want to do that. Although New Promise is trying to build a conventional missile, so I'm still a little bit tempted. But we could also just try and blow up a capital too. Or at least start attacking it. For now, let's just go next door to Terrible Swift Sword, please. That was the only unit in there, really? Okay. Sure. I can't really go anywhere else because you'll need to be defended. So I guess we'll just wait in place. You can now wait and heal. Can we try shooting this road down, please? You failed again. Amazing. How? How are you this bad? It's all good. You need to sit in place. Let's start doing some upgrades. Yes, please. Make the upgrade. I did pick an upgraded artillery. Sweet. We don't need you. I mean, look at the price difference for having trance. No, thank you. You can heal. You can heal. You can heal. You need fuel, and there's nobody adjacent. That can wait. You already moved. You didn't, but you're already upgraded. We could do, like, upgrades en masse, but we can't afford to do it right now. And in a previous episode, we showed just how many units we have and why it's not anywhere near as feasible as you would hope.
Cannot execute order.
Oops, didn't mean to move that down. I guess this city must be using it. That's fine. Where did this supply crawler go? Move it to here, because it definitely won't be using it. And as for you, let's clear some more fungus and end our turn. Unless there's something we really imminently need to do with this money. We're also building the neural lamp here. I did that adjustment again between episodes. Super Collider, we don't need to rush. Is there anything in here we crazy need to rush? I don't see anything. There's a shard penetrator in here. We definitely don't want that in the queue. We'll end queue, end turn, and just see what shows up. I was gonna say, we should win that because they don't have fusion power.
Combat report.
They just blew something up. I wish I knew where that was. You see, that was anti-air and it still got blown up. It's because we don't have an aerospace complex everywhere for sure. Definitely doesn't help. Oh, that guy was undefended. Whoops! Pepcac.
Project
Oh, hello.
initiated. Production complete.
You can use conventional missiles to blow up the wildlife, but it's usually not a very worthwhile time. Shard penetrator. Incorrect. Time for shard choppers.
Production complete.
You can keep making those
Production
there.
complete.
You are now adequately defended. Good time to get that.
Terraform.
Where did that conventional missile blow me up? I wish you could go back in the messages and see it. But you cannot. So we just have to play, let's look around all the bases until we don't have a defender in it. There it is. Cyridge doesn't have a defender. You definitely need one.
Request confirmation.
Hurry that up, and then just get that in there. So anybody else without a defender while we're at it? I mean, technically you have one crappy defender, but it's better than a kick in the face. You don't have one. This is probably where it actually happened.
Request confirmation.
And we need to get a defender in there. What we should also do, before I forget, is we want to do workshop, infantry. We want a drop pod. And you probably need decent armor. This is a pretty expensive dude. We can make him more expensive. Is there anything that we'd want? I think we're fine. I mean, we could put anti-air on it. But that then makes it 108. That's pretty expensive. It's pretty expensive as it is. I think this is fine. We're not going to want many of those, and you can't do drops onto naval bases either, which is... I get it for balance reasons, but I don't think that makes a huge amount of sense. To be honest, that doesn't make much sense to me personally, but whatever. Hi, Mindworms. How you doing? Do the W dance. Do the W. Still more W's to go. There we go. Alright. Everybody's moved back. Are we fully healed now? we are mostly, so I think we can go and attack some stuff again. Conventional missile is going to be built next turn. Not if I've got anything to say about it. Cool, they've switched priority, and that's the only unit. They only had one unit in there too. Like, if we had drop pods that we could build, it would be so good from here. But look how crazy expensive it's going to be. We can rush it, but that could be one way of getting some of the cities over here on the cheap. And then if we lose them again, who cares, right? You need to sit still. Yeah, can I do this? I can. That's hilarious. It feels like you shouldn't be allowed to do that, but it is what it is. This cat today, man, he's super nice, but he's real clingy. Like, really clingy. That did more damage than I thought it would do. Luckily, doesn't matter. It's all good. All good. Come on. I do like the sound of the 6 resonance. I think it's kind of neat, but we're not going to hear it a lot. I'm also going to constantly forget to use my artillery first. Just accept that for what it is. It's just going to happen all the time. He's going to have to just be like, okay, he's bad at games. And I'll be, yeah, kind of, sometimes. Like, I'm sure at least once I'm going to forget that we need fuel in a plane, use it, and it'll blow up. It's just, those are things I accept will happen. They are things that I'm sure saying that to the troops, being like, some of you will die because I forget how to read, is probably not so endearing to them, but it is what it is. See you, wormies. You guys can all heal. And you still need fuel. How many interceptors do I have here? I have 2, so I can send 1 out to play. Or not. Not that one. See, the game saved me from that mistake. I nearly did it. Oh, dear. Well, I don't think this is going to be the crazy episode of everything explodes, but at least we can start building some drop pods around. In fact, after you build that shard rover, I'm going to get you to build drop shard infantry. And I'm going to get you to build drop shard infantry. We don't have to have them super quickly, but eventually if it makes it easier for us to get over there, I'm okay with that. I haven't seen anything come from the west yet other than these mind worms, but that's not what I mean. Not anything from Miriam. So that should be fine. You can come over and hide. You can also come over and hide. Can we blow up this road at the 4th time of asking? No. I don't know what the odds are. Clearly not very good. I don't know what the odds are, but whatever the odds are, I don't like the odds. Do we have an interceptor over here already? No, we do not, so we need to get one over there, please. Cool. And you can just rest this turn. You can sit in place. Oh, I made a BF cheap. Or at least I upgraded to one. So I made this between episodes too. I was kind of taking the mickey out of what the AI does, but this will be kind of useful, I guess. Because their plane's going to have a really hard time shooting this down, even if it's not in the base. So, we'll use it at some point, I'm sure. Just not right now. Is the answer. Oh dear. Get some more down. And yeah, we're going to end the video here, I think. So, we have pivoted from building nice things to building war machines. We have copters, thank goodness. This is still going to be a struggle. She still has more units than us, but we have better ones. So we'll see how the balance goes. If you have enjoyed the videos, please do let me know with the old like, subscribe trick. I appreciate it. Say hi in the comments, even if you don't know anything about this video and this game. Hi! Hope you're having a wonderful day. See you later. Bye now.